Okay, so that sounds pretty intimidating, but the truth is, we really don't know that much about them. Alright, enough. Go ahead, put your aluminum foil hat back on, and pay attention. Okay, so yes, when it comes to things we know, the mound builders aren't exactly on top of the list, but there's a pretty good reason for that. The mound builders were prehistoric. Admit it, this is the image that just popped into your head. Hey, Jeff. While most of you probably think of prehistory as a scene that might fit into a Jurassic Park film, the term actually refers to any time period prior to the keeping of written records. Now, not all prehistory was just a bunch of oversized animals fighting for survival. In fact, there was much more intelligence. Not that dinosaurs weren't intelligent, but that's for another time. For example, let's take a look at Ohio. The Great Serpent Mound. One of Ohio's most magnificent landmarks, the Giant Snake is one of many mounds in Ohio. The Shrum Mound in Upper Arlington, the Anon Mound in Clark County. What do all of these mounds have in common? All of these mounds were built by the Adena Indians. Now, let's jump into some of the facts of the Adena mounds. Most mounds, such as the Shrum Mound here, were burial mounds. However, some, such as the Serpent Mound, were created for ceremonial purposes. There's still no clear answer as to why this giant mound was built. The Adena people saw the Great Serpent as a spirit of the underworld, and this enormous effigy, meaning sculpture or art form made to resemble an animal, may be the representation of this belief. Some say the Great Serpent Mound has astrological significance, symbolizing the great horned serpent Uktena of Native American mythology consuming the sun, representing a solar eclipse. Most archaeologists do agree that this beast does have astrological or astronomical significance, and although we're not sure exactly what it is, we do know that the head of the serpent aligns with the setting sun on the summer solstice, and various sections of its coiling body align with the sunrises on the summer and winter solstices, as well as both equinoxes. In fact, the mound may even be related to the great blazing serpent in the sky that we know as Halley's Comet, the brightest known appearance of which occurred in 1066 AD, a year which, perhaps not so coincidentally, fits right into the time frame of the mound's building from 1025 to 1215 AD. Even discounting the mound itself, the site of the mound is a geological anomaly all on its own. Around 300 million years ago, in an event that geologists refer to as the Serpent Mound disturbance, what is thought to have been either an asteroid collision or an underground explosion, blew apart more than 7 cubic miles of rock. The central area was uplifted more than 1,000 feet, while the outer rim dropped over 400. We don't know whether the Adena chose this site intentionally because of its peculiar geological characteristics, or if the placement of the enormous effigy here was nothing more than a coincidence. The Great Serpent Mound was built sometime between 1025 AD and 1215 AD. It's about 1,348 feet long and 20 feet wide, and cannot be viewed from the ground.
Where's the mound?
In order to view the landmark, visitors must climb to a height of around 25 feet. Serpent Mound is now a historical landmark. It's located 20 miles south of Bainbridge in Adams County, Ohio. The mound is one of 50 historical, natural, and archaeological sites in the state. In addition to this, it is also an Ohio State memorial. The Great Serpent Mound is also a candidate to join the Egyptian pyramids, the Taj Mahal, Stonehenge, and the Great Wall of China on UNESCO's World Heritage Site list. This is all pretty cool, but how does the Great Serpent Mound relate to Upper Arlington? Well, the mound builders were located all around prehistoric Ohio. They built most of the mounds we see in Ohio today, such as the Shrum Mound in Upper Arlington and the Great Serpent Mound in Adams County. So yes, the Great Serpent Mound is very much connected to UA. Otherwise, this whole project wouldn't exist. Alright, this is getting out of